Chef Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jame, the Honorable Minister for Presidential Affairs, Secretary General and Head of the Civil Service, Honorable Ministers here present, Vice Chairman of Council, the Chairman of Council, Professor Obanya, the Vice Chair of Council, Ibrahim Afar, Vice Chair of Council, Barrister Owauchi, Registrar of Council, Chief Government nominees from Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Ghana, Liberia, and of course the Gambia. The head of National Office, the Gambia, Deputy Secretary to Cabinet, Public Relations Officer of WAEC, Security and Protocols, members of the press, all other protocols duly observed. I am indeed elated to be part of this ceremony, which marks this courtesy call, which is very important for the Council to interface with His Excellency the President, who I must say, everything happening in education in this country is happening because he is giving the support. We have had ministers, and as you rightly said, strong ministers, but we are strong because we know he is there for us. And he is the super minister of education. He is very much in the education sector. And to explain why I'm saying this is because of the fact that even in terms of getting kids in our schools, he champions that. And in the area of girls' education, he has established a fund under his office. Even though that we have an education, girls' education trust fund, which he initiated under the ministry, he still has an education fund here in his office, a project called the President's Empowerment of Girls' Education Project, PEGEP. And he personally looks for the funding, mobilizes the resources to put in that fund to make sure that the girl child is not left behind. Apart from that, he also has the Jame Foundation for Peace, which also supports education and other development projects, including health and agriculture and women empowerment. And I think he has done a lot. And because of his intervention over the years, since he came into power, had earned us the possibility of attaining gender parity at the basic level. And we are only 3% away at the secondary level, and I know we will get there before 2015. He is always making sure that we are on top of the task by monitoring what we do and expecting that we give him the information, especially the results of the resources that are put in the education sector. And Your Excellency, I want to thank you most sincerely for all the support that you have given all these years. May Allah reward you abundantly. I must also extend appreciation to His Excellency for making this meeting possible. I remember when we came during the budget bilaterals, what he said to me was, if the money is not there with finance, you come to me and we'll make sure that it happens. And he has made sure that the resources for this particular meeting, the 61st meeting, are available for us to be able to come together today to hold it this week. Your Excellency, as the peers rightly said, since the establishment of WAEC as a fully fledged examining body, it has managed to live up to its core values, including transparency, integrity, professionalism, and you name it, accountability to the clientele that it serves. And I think that is why it's been able to stand the test of time. And WAEC is relevant and still relevant to our countries. And with the way it is moving, it will continue to be around for many, many years to come. We've just started in 2008 another dimension of the exams that are being conducted by WAEC, and that's the national assessment test that the PS mentioned. And we've been assessing the students in grade 5, grade 3, and grade 8. And now we've advanced the plans to include the madrasas, because as you know, the madrasas are being integrated into the system, and WAEC is helping us do that. And not only is this exam, the national assessment test, being used to gauge the performances of the students, but it's also being used to appraise what we are doing in the education system. And I want to use this opportunity to thank the chairman and the whole of WAEC for making this possible for us, because it's only from this information that we get from these examinations that we are able to improve on whatever we are doing. So again, I want to thank you most sincerely and welcome you to the Gambia, and I do hope that you will go out of the walls of those meetings to explore what we have to offer in this country. I know you've been here, Mr. Chairman, a couple of times, but I think there are still things that you need to discover. You've got a name, Mr. Ibrahim Afal, and we want you to go out and, you know, interact with the Gambian population more, and particularly the young ones, so that through that interaction we will continue to learn more from you. We know you have a lot of experience by virtue of the fact that you've been around for a very short time, and you've worked for an institution like UNESCO. You've interacted with a lot of people, and I think we can learn a lot from you. For His Excellency the President, I have no doubts in my mind that he is going to continue to make sure that education gets better in this country, because for him, the sky is the limit for education. And we want to say to the national office that the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education doesn't have an other option but to support the office to move forward. We are going to work on this land thing you spoke about. I'm sure His Excellency will talk about that. And I didn't look at you because I was saying to you that we wouldn't do it. I just looked at you because it's important that we expand what we are doing, and it's good that it's coming from the chairman of council. With those few remarks, I want to thank all of you for coming to the Gambia and wish you a very pleasant stay